Nurse Roxy actually asked me a question earlier today that I thought I would start this broadcast off with. I had shared on my story uh a Kevin Samuels. It was like a short, and I thought it was a good short, so I shared it. And he was talking about modern marriage. He was talking about marriage within the modern day. I'm trying to see if I can pull it up, and I think I can. So I'm going to actually share that real quick, and let's see. All right, I thought it was something good to share. So let me see. Let me get that popping. Maybe I can't turn it up. Oh, here it is. Let's see. Oh, it's got me going straight to the post.
I don't think so. Why?
If y'all can mute
Because
y'all mics,
average
I'm gonna mute
women
mine.
do not want average men. Average women want high value men. There is only a small portion of high value men, men who can actually get a larger return on investment from the union of marriage, more than just family legacy, that kind of stuff. That's why you tend to see millionaires and billionaires married. The people in the middle, there used to be a benefit to average men for marrying. Today, there's little to no benefit for an average man to marry because average women don't want them. And if an average woman was to get with an average man, the majority of women would think they're settling. Is marriage going to work for most people in today's modern world? I don't think so. Why? Because average women do not want average men. Average women want high value men. There is only a small portion of high value men, men who can actually get a larger return on investment from the union of marriage, more than just family legacy, that kind of stuff. That's why you tend to see millionaires and billionaires married. The people in the middle.
Okay, so I wanted to play that because that was the video that I shared to my stories on Instagram. And if you ain't following me on Instagram, follow me on IG at TheCJKyles. And also, if you would like to donate, send some libations to the machine, go ahead and hit a player's cash app real quick. You did, but Kevin, she asked me after watching that video. She said, "Do you? Go ahead and do you remember what you asked? You said, do I think his popularity has grown because of lack of a father figure?"
Right, because a lot of what a lot of hi, how you doing? A lot of what he says, I think resonates with many of your, and I'm just going to be clear about this. I'm sure he has an audience of men from, adult male, maybe even some teenagers that like his information and his platform and what he's about. But he does have, it seems like he, he can really pull the ear of that younger male. And let me be specific. I want to say that the uh 20 to 50 kind of popular. I feel like those are the men that really listen to what he's saying. And so many women tune in that same age bracket. So to me, I feel like obviously what he's saying must really be hitting home for some of these people. They must have a void or something about what he's saying is a need. There's a need he's feeling, and he is, as you can see, he's tapped into a well that is not drying out anytime soon. And so my question was, do we believe the absence of black male fathers in the household is the reason why he is able to um, have such success and continue to have success within that group?
I 100%. Yeah, I think so. Um, I think a lot of people, especially men, the ones that don't have fathers, they need stern talking tos like that, and the women too. Now I know everybody doesn't agree. They say his tone and all that kind of stuff. I really find myself not disagreeing with him a lot. Um, but yeah, I definitely agree. What do you think, King Gene?
As far as the lack of a father figure in the home, then I'm guessing what Nurse Roxy is saying is that there is a lack of positive male reinforcement for a lot of his viewers. And I can't disagree with that, because if you look at all of the statistics, 80% of all single parent households are led by mothers. So I think maybe that has something to do with it. But I also think that in the midst of all of those dynamics, what he's saying has the ring of truth to it. Now, it might not be the ring of truth to anyone else, but having seen a lot of the things that he's talking about, having been through a lot of the things that he's talking about, there's a ring of truth to it. Now, am I saying that the way that he engages with individuals who call in, the delivery, I'm in agreement with what the way he delivers his message? No, that's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying if you're listening to the message, there's some things that he says, especially in that post that CJ just played, that makes sense.
Mm. Uh, Danielle, did you get the chance to hear the clip that I played?
I didn't.
Okay, so pretty much the clip was saying that it was Kevin Samuels, and he was saying that there really is no reason. He didn't say no reason, but he was like he doesn't really see the point of an average man getting married because average women don't want average men. And so Roxy asked me, do I think his explosion is the reason for his explosion is the lack of fathers being in the home. And
Mm.
I know you're not a big Kevin Samuels fan, but I just thought I'd get your take on it.
It might be. I don't know why people like what he said.
You said you don't know why.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Okay. I mean, do you listen to his content besides the stuff that just goes viral?
Sometimes.
Okay. So a part of that too, again, not just if you agree with him, but also the attraction to the platform. Because for me, what I noticed with him, it's so some of the women are calling up to the show, and it appears to me that they know his format. He's going to ask after some time, how much do you weigh? How tall are you? Blah, blah, blah. And still, you see women giving that information up. Sometimes you even get the sense that they're trying to prove themselves to him as well. And I think that it just says a lot that people would actually tune in to be rated that way because it's you know because women are calling in and it appears to me that they're very much prepared for where he's going to go and you notice their responses tend to be very docile or very they tend to come across as docile rather or very agreeable to what he's saying um and I'm not necessarily saying that the things that he's saying is not true but it it just there's like there's a pattern that I notice of the people who follows content and also how they respond to it.
Let me ask Caprice. Caprice, do you think his explosion is due to lack of fathers being in the home?
Like why he's popular?
Yeah. Do you think his popularity is caused by a lack of fathers being in the home, particularly black fathers?
Yours that well because you believe that um some men look up to him like a father. Is that where that's right? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
because do you think is that's why he's gotten so big?
No, not in particular. I do believe that his popularity came from no one ever hearing a man say these kind of things publicly. But that could be a reason. But I don't see anything wrong with it.
Mhm.
I I wouldn't say that he will be looked up. I mean, it will be because of his, the lack of father figures because he only speaks about, like two certain things, and a father would need to speak about more things. But I've never looked at it that way. So it could be, maybe, but I don't think so.